Hello everyone. Video we'll be going over the modes, the Helix modes. Helix has normal BIM type modes, such as like for example insert, which changes your cursor, and if you see the bottom left of the screen, the mode gets represented there. And then after insert there's normal mode, which is when you enter into Helix. uh, it's in normal mode, you can run commands here. And then there is a selection mode, so which you can enter by pressing V, and now we are selecting, right? And we take actions on these. Okay, so other than these basic modes, we also have special modes that are only available on Linux. I These are not necessarily modes, but I think of them as modes. So first is when you press G, which I call the go-to mode, and you get a list, a bunch of options on the bottom right, right? So if you want to go to a line number or the last line, so like for example, right now if I press E, it will go to the last line, and similarly, there are other options here, like to go to the end of the line and first non-blank character in the line and the definition. The most useful is, of course, the go to GG to go to the top of the file, and then if you want to go to a particular function definition, right? Like for example, let's say if we go here and we want to go inside, go see the definition of get all to do's, we just press G and then we press D to go to the definition of the get all to do's, right? So this is the go to mode. Then there is a thing called, I call the space mode, which when you press space, it gives you a bunch of options here, right? So you can see all the diagnostics on the file by pressing small d, lowercase d, and then similarly by pressing capital D, get it for the whole workspace, like in your whole project, what are the uh, diagnostics, which are basically errors, warnings, etc. Right? So that's the space mode. And then there are two special modes, which I call the go forward and the go backward mode. So you access the forward mode by pressing closing square bracket, right? So you can go to the next diagnostic. Like if I press D right now, it goes to the next diagnostic. Similarly, if you edit something, right? I don't know. I think this is not version control, but if there is a version control system here, right? So you can use the forward mode and then G to go to the next hunk, right? So this helps like when you're changing something, right, in a file, and then you want to go to the previous location. I usually use this. We do have other options. I'll go over those next. But yeah, you can use this mode. Go to the next hunk to browse all the changes on the file, right? All right. So also you can use the go to next type definition to go to the like to iterate through functions, right? So if I keep pressing GT, sorry, not GT, go for closing square bracket and T, it'll keep going through definitions. Yes. Similarly, there is a go back mode, which is accessed by opening square bracket. So all the things apply there as well. So if I can like go through definitions like this, right? Then this is there's another like way I used to navigate the files, which is pressing space S, which gives you all the symbols in the file. So if suppose I want to go to add to do, it will just go there and select it. Uh, Also, this is a uh, this is a new thing, that this is a thing that was bothering me, and there was no way to do this in Helix yet. So I figured out a way to. So basically, I have code bases which have long function, right? And Helix doesn't have code breadcrumbs, which like you usually have in VS Code and all, to show you which function you are in right now, right? So what I do to handle that is I do match around function. uh, which selects the function. But the issue with this is it takes your cursor to the bottom of the function, which is also an issue. So for that, I use option semicolon, which inverts your selection direction. So it goes to the top of the function, and you can see which function you're in. And yeah, that's just a helpful tip if someone needs it. Uh, Other than this, so we talked about the space mode, we talked about go forward and go backwards mode, we talked about go to mode. Uh, Other than this, there's one more thing that I would like to show you, which is how you navigate. Like, so basically, if you're jumping through files or functions, right, and you're jumping through different files, you can go back and forward by using Control I or O, right? And right now we don't have any jumps. Let me see. So if I go here and then I go here and just give me a sec. You can browse the references of a function by using GR. Just go to references, and it takes you to where the function is getting used. And then from there, if you do GD, you'll come back and you can use Control uh, I or Control O to navigate forward and backward. I have set my backspace key to go back, so I use that. But yeah, Control I and O is the default configuration for that. Yeah, I think that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one.